That song was dedicated to Sadiq
Wow.
Vasiana. Welcome back to Daytime Live. We're still buzzing with some wacky news.
So, in another bizarre case involving a Florida woman, a medical office manager's investigation into some missing medicine and syringes has led down the path to a fraudulent woman who had been posing as a licensed nurse at the office for over a year.
Christina Balin has reportedly been carrying on at the medical facility as a registered nurse, giving injections and flu vaccines, giving medical advice, and administering other nurse duties. However, when the office manager noticed that about $1,800, that's US, worth of medical supplies were missing, an investigation was started.
So, although Balin has not been accused of stealing the supplies, it was learned that she did not have a license through the Department of Health or any certificates in her personal file. So it did empty. Officials are also not certain if she was even interviewed for the job. So along with not having any previous medical or nurse training, she doesn't even have a college degree.
How the 30-year-old was able to pull off her bogus nurse stunt for over a year while working with other nurses and professionals is a mystery. The imposter nurse's method was simple. All she had to do was act the part.
I know which movie she watched. Catch Me If You Can, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Or
That's what he did.
Or she could have watched Suits.
Oh, or that,
Yeah.
right? The whole thing of pretending to know.
But as in Suits, wasn't Mike a good lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay then.
He was a
Then if she was
good
doing-
problem
if she was-
solver.
so,
But
it-
he
my
didn't
case-
have the lawyer skills. That's what Harvey was teaching him. But at the same time, to be able to get in that way,
Right.
he had help from Harvey.
Right.
I am curious about how Christina got in,
Yeah.
probably not interviewed,
Me not care how she get
and
in.
still able
I don't
to
care
act
how she
the
get.
part.
I don't care how she get in.
Right? Probably treated you and
I
everybody
wasn't there.
else.
I wasn't there.
Right?
I wasn't there. But I am just saying. I
And she
don't
clearly looked like she knew what she was
I
doing.
don't care how she got in. The
I
fact
don't
is,
care.
she was in and doing a good job.
Maybe.
Is theft is first of all. So there are some things we learned about this. One, she's not a thief.
She's not a thief.
She's not a thief because she wasn't accused of.
Right.
So you see
It's
what happened?
because-
They're focusing on minor things.
Oh.
Who stole the $800 worth of medical supplies? That should be the story.
$1,800. That should be the story.
$1,800,
Not
right.
the fact that she's not certified, but she's what?
She's a nurse.
A nurse.
Yes.
A nurse without any training.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right.
She's doing a really good job because
Hear what I want you to do.
if she wasn't doing a good job, if she wasn't doing a good job, then it would have come up on the radar. Someone would be like, how much you bet she get like employee of the month about 5-6 times in that 1 year? Now, how do you not want this person on your staff?
Right.
Get her a certificate.
No,
man.
don't do it. No.
Get her a certificate.
You know what?
Get her a certificate.
Justin, this sounds like something you would do.
Would you prefer?
You would do it.
I'm asking a question. Would you prefer someone who has the certificates to fix your car, the certification to fix your car, rather than someone without the certification fixing your car?
Who is really good.
Really good.
That
Which one?
different.
May I ask you a question?
It's different. First of all, mechanics don't get certification most of the time in Jamaica. Okay? My mechanics
right.
not necessarily have certification,
Right.
but they're good at it.
Right.
Engineers too, they're
Good.
surgeons. But when it comes to your health, when it comes to understanding what medicines to give you, different things that are supposed to happen for you based on what you went in for in terms of treatment, I would prefer if my medical practitioner is certified in that case.
Were you trained for TV?
So yes, I was. So a gang of teenage thieves looking to get a high, got a buzz skill and also trained for radio. Instead, when they realized a stash of cocaine they'd heisted and snorted was actually not cocaine. But instead, it was a dead man's ashes. A moment of
Now, the
silence.
burglars snorted the cremated
Of
remains of a man
silence.
and 2 dogs in the mistaken belief they had stolen illegal drugs. The ashes were taken from a woman's home in a central Florida town.
So the thieves, this is how it happened, took an urn containing the ashes of her father and another container with the ashes of her 2 Great Danes, along with electronic equipment and jewelry. Investigators learned what happened to the ashes after they arrested 5 teens in connection with another burglary attempt at a nearby home. So the sheriff's report said the suspects mistook the ashes for either cocaine or heroin. It was soon discovered that the suspects snorted some of the ashes, believing they were snorting cocaine.
Once they realized their error, the suspects discussed
Oh, they
returning the remaining ashes, but threw them in a lake instead because they thought their fingerprints were on the containers. Police divers were trying to recover.
All right. So this is what I think. Yes. It's either they were already high
Madonna.
or they really...
You know, so there's a ship.
They've never tried cocaine
ship
before,
going to
never
Mars.
seen it before.
There's a ship going to Mars leaving in about 15 minutes.
Because
Me leaving
you're
Earth.
leaving Earth.
Me leaving Earth.
No, because how can you look at ashes? Cocaine look like flour. You know? So how if you look at ashes and
Me just have say,
see
me just have
and think that
this is why the nurse without the qualifications should keep her job. She wouldn't have made that
she
mistake.
wouldn't make that mistake.
I mean, not trust that house.
No,
there.
she might
I don't trust
think
that
that
house because
is antibiotic. Right?
me not. But she never made any mistakes. I don't trust that
Listen,
lady.
I
don't trust
cannot
that lady.
believe it. I can't believe
Everything.
it.
You know realize everything dead in the house them put in the ashes?
No, but you know, so them just snort a dead man and dead dog.
Them going to live forever.
You know what?
Tomorrow they must start back. Daytime life will be right back with our first game. We're so forward.
I wonder if you snorted ashes at some point in your life.
You know something good? All right.
I feel the same.
Let me snort.